Hello everyone, Adrienne here. So today I'm reviewing yet another absinthe. So today I'm going to be reviewing the white sister of Duplais Verte, which is Duplais Blanche. And once again, this is from the company Lion Spirits, and it's made in the Matter Distillery in Switzerland, and it is the same distillery where Absinthe was made. So as you guys probably know at this point, they have a bit of a reputation, and I really enjoyed Duplais Verte so much, so I'm looking forward to seeing what this has to offer in comparison. Now, with my knowledge of Absinthe Blanches, they tend to be lighter and more subtle and focus more on the aroma of the herbs that are used to make absinthe in the first place. And that's certainly been my experience with the last two Absinthe Blanches that I have had. Is that they've had more of a subtle, sweeter flavor. So I'm really looking forward to seeing how this one compares, and I will take you on that journey with me. So I'm going to be pulling up some information from Lion Spirits' website in regard to Duplais Blanche. This is once again from a recipe from 1876. Super exciting. By deliberately foregoing coloration, Absinthe Duplais Blanche has an alpine freshness that you would like to have in summer. Okay. So I'm guessing it's going to be minty. Possibly. Absinthe Duplais Blanche is very suitable for the preparation of cocktails because it conveys the most important aromas of an absinthe to the drink. Okay. So, like I said, this one is going to be more subtle in comparison to the Verte that we had last time. So I'm looking forward to trying it. And once again, I am seeing very small... Oh, hi, Precious. Hi. This is a first. Want to say hi to YouTube? Want to say hi? Huh? Everyone, this is Precious. She was part of the deal when Kenny and I started talking about moving in together. She has been his cat for about 10 years, and she's adorable, and I have finally grown on her, because she's usually pretty timid. So it's actually quite a pleasant surprise that she came into my video just now. Okay, she wants to stay in my lap. No, seriously, this is a first. Usually she hides in our bedroom. But I will say that just like with Duplais Verte, I am noticing that there are some tiny itty-bitty little particles that are in here that may be from the distilling process, maybe some residual herb dust or something in there. Nevertheless, I'm excited to try it. And as I noted with Duplais Verte last time, what I noticed were some bigger particles. The particles in here are looking smaller, much smaller in comparison. Alright, so hopefully I can get Precious off my lap safely. I will reposition the camera and we will show you the louche. Okay, honey, can you move? Thank you. Alright, guys, here is our bottle of Absinthe Duplais Blanche, and once again, I'm very excited to give this a shot. Ooh, that smells really sweet. Ooh. Oh man, I'm looking forward to trying it. So, as you can see, as far as appearance is concerned, this is completely clear except for those little particles that I mentioned before. I can't really rate this one too much on color, just on that basis, and going by the Wormwood Society rating system for reviewing absinthe, just saying. Yeah, it's completely clear except for the little particles. So, don't know what to make of it. I'm just going to not incorporate the appearance of it into the grading for this one, but let's do it. It's taking a while to cloud up, and I am noticing more of the particles here. Oh my god, it turned blue! Whoa! Sorry, that really surprised me. That actually turned blue for a moment. That was really cool. That is looking really nice. And it's definitely bringing out more of the botanicals as the water is hitting it here, so it is still sweet, but I can smell a little more of the complexity as far as it's concerned. I'm really digging the blue color here. That's really pretty. The little tones of blue and silver and a little tiny itty bitty little hints of yellow. Oh, this one's pretty. It's very pretty. Alright guys, I will call that good. Sorry that I was a bit louder than I typically am for these Absinthe ASMR parts for my videos, but I was just really excited. I'm sorry. Alright, so there is the full louche for Duplais Blanche Absinthe. I am very impressed with it. It's very opalescent. I really like the very evident tones of blue and silver and a little bit of yellow tones in there. Like, if anything, if I had to choose between it looking more blue or looking more white, this is definitely looking more blue. So I'm really impressed by that color. Really liking it. So for the louche, I will rate it 5 stars. Alright, so moving on, we are going to test out the nose, the taste, and the finish. So let's do this. Alright guys, here I have my glass of Duplais Blanche Absinthe, and it's gorgeous. For a white absinthe, this is positively gorgeous. So I actually like the color of this one better than I like the color of La Clandestine, because La Clandestine, while it had a really pretty louche, it didn't have a complexity that this one does. So definitely louche is 5 stars. It's beautiful. So let's check out the fragrance, shall we? Ooh, I'm definitely getting heavy anise, which is what we want. But I'm also smelling mint. Like fresh mint. Like it almost has like a pine tree kind of quality. Almost. I'm still smelling the sage in there, like what was in its twin, Duplais Verte. So this one is definitely smelling sweeter than its green counterpart. So for nose, I'm going to give this 4 out of 5 stars. So it's definitely like really nice and very correct in terms of how absinthe is smelling. It's not necessarily like mind-blowing and oh my god, I want to wear this on my body good. So yeah. Alright, now time to taste test it. Let's do this. As always, santé, and please drink responsibly. Ooh, baby. That is really nice. Hi, Precious. She decided to come up here and spend time with me while I'm doing an absinthe review. Isn't that great? It's okay, honey. Ooh, it has a little sting at the end. I like that. Alright, so far I really like the taste. And one thing I'm noticing as I'm going in for a sip, as I'm also noticing very tiny subtle hints of purple along with the blue in this louche, so that's really cool. So what would I rate this as far as taste is concerned? For taste, I would give this 4.5 stars. This is really nice. It has a really lovely sweet flavor. I'm definitely getting that sage kind of flavor as I did with Duplais Verte, and it's it's got that minty finish, and I really like that minty finish, but right after you get that minty finish, you get the tiny itty bitty little tingle on the tongue of wormwood. So I like that the wormwood tingle follows after the breath of winter fresh air freshness that you get. I don't know how to describe it, but it's really nice. Yeah, that is really refreshing. I can definitely see why the distiller makes the recommendation to have this as a cocktail mixer. It's definitely sweeter and a little more botanical and tea-like compared to Duplais Blanche. This I would definitely recommend to a beginner because it's a little more subtle, a little more palatable, and gives it all of the authentic characteristics that absinthe should have. Yeah, that finish at the end really reminds me of Vieux Pont which is one of my favorite absinthes of all time. So that definitely ranks it high in my book, but again, I'm going to give it 4.5 stars for taste and 5 stars for finish because it reminds me so much of Vieux Pont Vieux Pont I would say is a little more bitter than this one is. Ooh, that's really nice. If you hear purring, it's Precious. I'm sorry, she decided to sit on my lap. Insert Silence of the Lambs joke here. Alright, so time for the overall rating of Absinthe Duplais Blanche. Appearance, I will give it 4 stars. I'm just taking a point away for the weird little particles in there. I've not seen that before for a Blanche. And then for Louche, I'm going to give it 5 stars because that was really complex and opaque and opalescent, and the subtle little tones of blue and a tiny itty bitty bit of purple in there. So pretty. I love it. Definitely more complex than other Blanches I have had. So that's great. As for nose, I'm going to give it 4 stars. As for taste, I'm going to give it 4.5 stars. And finish, I'm going to give it 5 stars. So overall, a very good absinthe. I think if you presented this to someone who was new to absinthe and was a beginner, and of course gave them a sugar cube with it, I think they would really, really like that. So typically I do tell people who are getting into absinthe to start with Blanche first before they move into green, because Blanche does have that more subtle flavor in comparison to the verte. So overall, I really enjoyed this, and once again, thank you so much to Marcus Lyon for sending me this absinthe, Duplais Verte, and the pre-ban absinthe that you sent me. I am so thankful for that. You have no idea. So guys, as always, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and hit the bell for notifications. All of my social media is linked down in the description below, and I will have a link for Duplais Blanche also in the description so you can check it out and possibly buy it. You guys are amazing, I love you, and I'll see you guys later. And so will Precious. Bye!